Hello, boys and girls. Are y'all ready for a Halloween story time? I have Jack, my jack-o'-lantern. We're gonna turn on Jack. So we're ready for story time. There he is. Y'all see him? Jack the jack-o'-lantern. We carved that jack-o'-lantern. It's pretty fun. Did you watch that video? It's fun to carve a jack-o'-lantern. So, my first book is Pete the Cat. Trick or Pete by James Dean. It's Halloween and Pete the Cat is excited to go trick-or-treating in his superhero costume. I hope nothing is spooky happens, says Pete. Ooh, look, it's a full moon. Ooh, the witch is riding the broom. Don't worry, says Pete's dad. We have flashlights. Let's go trick-or-treating, says Pete. Boo, the spider scared you. Pete and his dad walk outside. Swoosh! What is that? Do y'all see that? What is it? It's just Owl. That wasn't too spooky, says Pete. The wind rustles the leaves. Pete sees something moving in the tree. They arrive at a neighbor's house. Pete rings the bell. He hears a strange sound coming to the door. It's Callie, says Pete. She's not too spooky. Callie joins Pete and his dad trick-or-treating. Phew, it's just a scarecrow, says Pete. That's not too spooky. At the next house, there is something in the yard. It's the scarecrow. Pete rings the doorbell. Trick or treat, says Pete and Callie. Awesome costume, says Pete. Very spooky, but not too spooky. Thank you, Miss Gold, the crossing guard. At the next house, there is something glowing on the steps. What do you think's glowing? Ah, cool, says Pete. It's a jack-o'-lantern like ours. Isn't that cool? Callie rings the doorbell. Trick or treat, says Pete and Callie. It's Pete's teacher. One piece of candy. Suddenly, they hear something behind them. What's that, says Callie. Oh, it's something in the bush. What is it? What is it? What is it? Oh, it's just our friend Emma, says Pete. Not spooky, but groovy. One last house, and then we'll go home, says Pete's dad. Pete rings the bell. Ding dong. Yikes, it's a spooky ghost, screams Pete. Trick-or-treating wasn't too spooky at all. Let's see what's in here. It was actually fun of sweet surprises. Happy Halloween. That's a cool book. Trick or treat. Now, here's one we like. There was an old lady who swallowed a ghost. Oh my. Written by Lucille Colorado and illustrated by Jared Lee. So, the author writes the book and the illustrator draws the pictures. Remember, front of the book, back of the book, and the spine of the book. Very good. There was an old lady who swallowed a ghost. There was an old lady who swallowed a ghost. I don't know why she swallowed a ghost, but she didn't boast. There was an old lady who swallowed a mask. Nobody had to ask why she swallowed the mask. She swallowed the mask to hide the ghost. I don't know why she swallowed a ghost, but she didn't boast. There was an old lady who swallowed a spider. Her mouth opened wider to fit in the spider. Ah, look at that. She swallowed the spider to string the mask. She swallowed the mask to hide the ghost. I don't know why she swallowed the ghost, but she didn't boast. There was an old lady who swallowed a flashlight. It made a splash right when she swallowed the flashlight. She swallowed the flashlight to brighten the spider. She swallowed the spider to string up the mask. She swallowed the mask to hide the ghost. I don't know why she swallowed a ghost, but she didn't boast. There was an old lady who swallowed a cloak. She didn't choke when she swallowed the cloak. She swallowed the cloak to cover the flashlight. She swallowed the flashlight to brighten the spider. She swallowed the spider to string the mask. She swallowed the mask to hide the ghost. I don't know why she swallowed the ghost, but she didn't boast. There was an old lady who swallowed some crows. Everybody knows why she swallowed the crows. She swallowed the crows to lift the cloak. She swallowed the cloak to cover the flashlight. She swallowed the flashlight to brighten the spider. She swallowed the spider to string up the mask. She swallowed the mask to hide the ghost. I don't know why she swallowed the ghost, but she didn't boast. There was an old lady who swallowed a potion. Her plan was set in motion when she swallowed the potion. She started to creak as quiet as a mouse to scare all her friends at the haunted house. Happy Halloween. Go ahead. That's a good one. Now I have this one. We love this guy. Don't push the button. A Halloween treat. This one's written and illustrated by Bill Cotter. Wow, we did such a great job trick-or-treating. We have so much candy. That scary house is the only one left. But I don't want to go. I heard that the monsters live there. Stop! What are you doing? Are you trying to get us gobbled up? Please, please don't ring that doorbell. I'll give you all my candy if we can go home right now. I guess I can't stop you. Push the button and say trick or treat. You ready? Push the button. Push it, push it, push it. Oh, good job. I'm too scared. You peek inside and open the door. You ready? Let's peek inside. What's in there? What's in there? Eek! Monsters! Shout boo! And scare them away. Everybody say boo! Ooh. That's better. Looks like there's a note. It says, for Larry. His name's Larry. Can you cut the string and get it down for me? Look, there's a string right there. I wonder what's that string for. The note says, clap twice to turn on the lights. You ready? 1, 2. You clap twice? Good job. Okay. Surprise, Larry. We have an extra treat for you for trick-or-treaters. Oh boy, are you ready? 1. Oh, we're gonna push that button. 2. Happy Halloween. I told you we should be trick-or-treating at this house. Was that a fun one? Trick-or-treat. Now I have The Legend of Spookily the Square Pumpkin, written by Joe Triano and illustrated by Susan Banta. One day, in the pumpkin patch, the strangest little pumpkin hatched. Spookily wasn't like his friends. Where they were curves, he had ends. Spookily was different. He was odd. He was rare. Spookily the pumpkin wasn't round. He was square. While the round pumpkins had fun rolling around, poor Spookily sat there shaped all wrong. He tried and he tried with all his might, but he couldn't budge, just sat tight. The other pumpkins teased him because he was square. Spookily wished he was round and couldn't move everywhere. That is, until one night when all discovered it's fine to be round when the weather is fair, but there are times it's better to be square. Halloween was just a day away when a mighty storm blew across the bay. It tossed the round pumpkins to and fro. It snapped their vines, then off they go. Bouncing left, slamming right, banging, bashing, what a sight. Spookily sat there, filled with fright. but glad to be a square that night. Suddenly the fence gave way. 3 pumpkins rolled out into the bay. Spookily knew what must be done. It was up to him. He was the one. He teetered and he trotted and he tipped and he tried. He finally flipped his way on his side. Then he tipped and then he flopped and then he flipped and then he stopped right in the gap where the fence had snapped. He blocked the way the hole was capped. All the pumpkins shouted, "Hooray! Spookily the square pumpkins have saved the day." Then a pumpkin hit him with a whack. He thought his shell would start to crack. Then another one hit with a thump and another one with a smack. Oh no, they're running into Spookily. Then one by one, a ton of pumpkins piled on the stack. With a bang and a bash and a crunch and a crash, and then all went black. Oh no. At dawn, when the storm had stopped, the farmer came out and checked his crop. He picked his pumpkins up one by one and laid them out in the warm, dry sun. And when the last one moved away, the farmer could see what had saved the day. An odd-shaped pumpkin, short and dense, was wedged against the broken fence. Its shell was bruised, its stem was too, but there was brave little Spookily, sitting straight and strong and true. Right then and there, the farmer knew of all the seeds had sown. Spookily was the most special that he had ever grown. And the next year, when it was time to sow, he sowed those seeds in every row. He watered and weeded and watched them grow. And oh, the morning about mid-June, when the pumpkin patch began to bloom. There were tiny pumpkins everywhere, hundreds and hundreds, most of them square. But some were cubes and some were rectangles, some were flat and others were triangular. There were a bed of bright red ones and 2 rows of blue. There were polka dot pumpkins and rainbow ones too. There were hundreds of colors and hundreds of shapes. Oh, what a garden of variety makes. Now every year on Halloween, Spookily's patch is quite a scene. People come from far and near to see what wonders grow that year. They stop, they gawk, they gaze and they stare. Then they pick a pumpkin that's round, triangular, or perfectly square. Now you know the story of Spookily, how Spookily grew. Maybe someday you'll tell someone too. And then you go tell someone, whoever they'll tell another. And maybe one day we will discover you can't judge a book or a pumpkin by its cover. The end. Remember, even if you're different from someone, you're special. And as long as you try your best, that's all that matters. Look, my pumpkin, it's round, it has curves, right? Do you know for Hurricane Delta's winds, they picked up all our outside toys and pushed them against the fence, like Spookily the square pumpkin, and the fence stopped and saved some of our toys. Okay? They're all in pieces, but we're going to try and put them back together, and we'll have some fun outside toys time soon. Okay, now I have another Pete the Cat book. Pete the Cat, The 5 Little Pumpkins by James Dean. Five little pumpkins. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and Pete. And look, there's a full moon. Sitting on a gate, the first one said, "Oh my, it's getting late." The second one said, what do you think he said? Oh, there are witches in the air. Oh, ooh, witch. Oh. The third one said, but we don't care. The fourth one said, let's run and run and run. Oh, look, they're all running. The fifth one said, I'm ready for some fun. Ooh, with the wind. Oh no, the wind's blowing the pumpkins. And out went the lights. And the 5 little pumpkins rolled out of sight. Look, they're rolling away on skateboards. Happy Halloween. Happy Halloween, boys and girls. Y'all ready? I'm gonna turn out my lights. Ready? Let's see how this works. Ready? Ready? What? Isn't that spooky? That's pretty cool. Happy Halloween, boys and girls.